It's Hilly and Hart.
My mom called me yesterday afternoon with a request from my dad. She goes, "Hey, your dad wants to know where could he get a current phone book?" I said, "Ooh,
What?
I'm pretty sure they don't make phone books anymore, Mom."
I don't think they do.
She goes, "Well, the last one we have is from 2011. And I go, okay. So I said, "Mom, that right there should tell you." I said, because phone books used to be delivered. I said, I don't believe they make them anymore.
They usually had lawyers' pictures on either side because they were the only ones that could afford that.
Exactly.
Law offices,
afford that.
The price of getting your picture on there.
Yeah, exactly. That advertisement. So I said, okay, you do know that you can Google things on your tablet. I said, so if you want to know a phone number or an address or something, you can Google that.
Does your mom have a tablet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's had a tablet for years.
How was it?
Well, I mean, she likes to play games and stuff on it.
Oh, okay.
And there was a long pause. And then she goes, "I don't know how to Google." And I was sitting there thinking, did I not teach her how to Google? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
This is your failure as a daughter,
It is.
apparently.
But now I know what my mission is this weekend.
Right.
It's to Google things. And is it terrible that as I was picturing, all right, teaching my mom how to Google, what's going to happen is my dad's going to dig up that old phone book and he's going to have her go through and like update numbers or something.
Oh, my
like
God.
Like I couldn't help but think that. Or worse, he's going to ask me to do that.
It's a legitimate question, though, Erin. Where can you still get phone books? I got to think that they make them.
I don't think they do. I really don't.
I mean, that's a fact. I haven't thought about that question in years.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, thank you to Wheezy, Erin's mom, for bringing this up because now my mind is really turning on this.
Technically, thank Dale because it's his request.
He's the one. Okay.
It's Hilly and Hart.
Erin, has it been 20 years since Talladega Nights?
Apparently, it has.
Holy cow!
And it's coming back to theaters nationwide on June 28th.
Yes, it is. You recall Talladega Nights?
Well, the teacher asked me what was the capital of North Carolina. Mm-hmm. I said Washington, D.C.
Bingo. Nice.
She said, "No, you're wrong." I said, "You got a lumpy butt."
Two of the most disrespectful children in cinema. That is until Granny got a hold of them.
You let your children talk to their grandfather like that? I love the way they're talking. That's how winners talk.
Jeez.
The worst parents as well, by the way.
Yes.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. And they're bringing it back to theaters for the 20th anniversary.
That's right. Of course, Ricky Bobby is known for
Bobby.
his win at all costs attitude.
Yes, he is.
If you ain't first, you're last.
A lot of films are doing this now. There was only one Talladega Nights, wasn't there?
Right.
They didn't do a sequel. Thank
no.
God. Just leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
But because a lot of times they just push it way too far. But a lot of films now is like they reach an anniversary. Mm-hmm. Usually, I think it's usually like 20. You gotta have it like we're not doing the 5th anniversary or 10th or whatever. But 20 years and they'll. Star Wars did it. Sound of Music, a bunch of others. Ended up in theaters once again. So
pretty fun. I love it.
Enjoy the theater experience. You got a lumpy butt.
Thanks for noticing.
It's Hilly and Hart.
There was a minister in Ohio that passed away in 2010. His name was Reverend Paul A. Johnson. But here's what made Paul really cool around town. Apparently, he collected pencil sharpeners. We're talking thousands of pencil sharpeners in his collection.
We've talked odd collections before. Pencil sharpener was never one that came up. Mm-hmm. But there you go. The Rev had one, apparently.
Yeah, and now you can visit Hocking Hills Regional Welcome Center. That's near Logan, Ohio, because his collection is at the Paul A. Johnson Pencil Sharpener Museum.
He's got his own museum?
He does.
Holy. So how small is this town then? That's what I want to know.
3,400 plus sharpeners on display.
Wow.
According to his original categories. He had different categories for everything. Also, has been added some additional sharpeners from another collector named Frank. Frank has added to the collection, bringing the total to around 5,000 sharpeners in one place.
That is quite impressive. I'll bet you for sure they probably just have the little rectangular manual ones you just put, on the pencil. It's probably got that. They probably got the crank kind, all kinds of different pencil, and then of course you got the electric ones too.
But what a neat, quirky collection.
Oh, for sure, man.
If you're taking a road trip this summer, swing by the Hocking Hills Regional Welcome Center.
Sharpener music.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's Hilly and Hart.
If you are easily queasy, don't like certain things, I'm going to give you a few seconds to turn us down. Ooh, you should have been faster. All right, so here you go. Modern medicine giving the maggot new life. That's right, I said maggot. Get this. It's all to clean severe wounds. This is actually quite fascinating. I mean, they've been using leeches.
Right, leeches have been around for centuries. People, before there was modern medicine, they used leeches.
So this was formerly known as maggot debridement therapy. They're just calling it maggot therapy now. And what happens is they're utilizing laboratory-raised, they say germ-free larvae.
Right.
To dissolve diseased and dying tissue, and it leaves the healthy flesh completely untouched.
Just so you don't think that they were, rooting around the garbage looking for some old spoiled food. Oh, here's some maggots we can use. These are laboratory raised
Well,
maggots.
I just keep thinking. I mean,
Higher
how can
quality
anything
maggot.
truly be germ-free? But okie dokie. So they're saying that these maggots can achieve a microscopic precision that surgeons using scalpels just can't match.
I can see that, because they can kind of worm their way in there and do their magic.
And they're going just after that dying or diseased tissue.
Oh,
they're
well.
leaving the healthy behind. Of course, they're saying the treatment's facing some hurdles because of, let's face it, this is gross.
Nobody
okay?
likes the thought of maggots,
yeah,
of course.
It's flat out gross. So if I ever need this, I'm going to say, could you please blindfold me first? I'm just going to pretend that this is a nice kitty cat or something. I don't know, but this is just gross.
Bring in the maggots.
Ugh.